Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are still having a wonderful time. If your lockdown is still going, I hope you guys are staying strong. Our lockdown is still on, and honestly, I am getting so used to it and I am starting to like it a lot more than I should. I like the time to myself. I don't know. But yeah. So as you guys know, mentioned in the previous two videos, and it's clearly all I've been doing for the past like 2 months. I've been writing exams, and that's why I'm back. So if you are back for this video only, I am really sorry that I deserted you, and I'm gonna try my absolute best not to do it again. But my course is a very time-consuming course, and I'm sure all university courses can definitely attest to this fact that at university, if you are in trouble with your academics, you don't have a choice. You have to leave everything else and you just have to focus on it. So that is what I did. Online was definitely not the most fun I've had ever, because as soon as my exam ended, it was suddenly like, oh, it's done. Now what? So yes. But anyways, enough of exams. I'm so done with it. I have a month of holidays, which means I'm going to start focusing on a lot more things in terms of my creative outlet. I don't know, my creative outlets are going to change a bit. So I used to bullet journal a lot, but then I realized, like, it just takes too much time, and the result for me, it wasn't ever exactly what I wanted, because you do it with your hand, but like in the like in Sims, I'm able to create something and I can change it as many times as I want, and you won't see the flaws at the end. You just see the perfect product. Then also, obviously, there are many other options. So I know drawing like on a tablet or something is also a really cool idea, because you can change what you've done. I guess you can change anything if you put your mind to it, but for me, I cannot draw, so which is kind of weird actually, because I do like to be creative. But yeah, so at school, oh yeah, just another thing. As I haven't been posting for quite a long time, I had the opportunity, and I said this in my previous videos, I had the opportunity to really go sit and think of, like, what am I trying to achieve with this channel? Am I trying to achieve, maybe, let's say, a few subscribers? Am I trying to achieve a creative outlet, or what am I achieving, And it was definitely clear, after a lot of consideration, that the thing that I wanted was for me to have a place where I can just be myself, tell my stories, document my memories, because maybe one day I'll watch this video, I'll be like, oh, that was the day that I finished with exams, or even, oh my word, I built this the day that I felt like I was going to cry the entire day. I don't know, it's a way of documenting my memories without having to literally sit down and tell the world I'm sad or whatever. I don't know. But so I definitely also decided that I'm not going to put out content just for the sake of putting out content. I haven't done this before, but as time goes on, my builds do get better, and therefore they take a lot more time. It's not just fun and games when no, it is fun and games. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, it's just, I have a lot of fun with Sims, but therefore I also want to make sure that my builds are not just mediocre builds. I want to make good builds. I want to make sure they are good. So this build was also built before the exam, so please take note, like, this was 2 months ago. So therefore, unfortunately, there is no such thing as an update where you can move the windows and everything just looks cute and adorable, and I don't know. But this was also, I think, before I got certain packs. Like, I didn't even have Spa Day, I didn't have Outdoor, I didn't have many. Vintage Glamour would have worked so well in this build, but I didn't have it then. So yeah, this is quite a long build. I wanted to do it in 2 parts, and I am thinking of maybe doing my builds in 2 parts, because sometimes people don't want a longer build, so I don't know. So maybe let me know down below whether you like it in 1 part or whether you like it in 2 parts, whether you like voiceovers or not, because honestly, the biggest, I think, obstacle with these things, or with these build and these videos, it is definitely the voiceovers, because obviously everyone is at home right now, so no one is really quiet. So then when I get the time to do voiceovers, I do like the voiceovers for 6 or 7 videos in a night, and that takes like 2 hours of talking. Even though I do like it, I didn't think I will, because I'm actually as if you guys didn't know, I am actually Afrikaans, and therefore, like, English is my second language. And although I study in English, obviously the way that I talk is not always, exactly like a normal English accent. I mean, I'm about to normalize it, so I guess that's fine. But if you guys prefer, maybe ask me to do a stop motion video without any talking because you're just so over it, just let me know, because I would honestly like to know, because I'm unsure. I did a poll on my Instagram, but I don't know if people are honest on these things, but just let me know. Honestly, I can take it. So but yeah, so then this build, what is this build? So basically this is an antique movie theater. So we've got one in Cape Town that is so cool, and my best friend, she took me there for my 18th birthday, and we had the best day. And basically what we did is, it's called the Labia in Cape Town, and I think we watched La La Land. It was the first time watching it. I was so sad, and I just remember like it just matched, because obviously La La Land is also not set in 2020, you know, or in 2017. Oh my word, it's been 3 years. But anyways, so you know, La La Land. And therefore obviously we were able to see that in like a vintage theater, and I don't know why, but I just got this intense feeling like I want to do this, you know, I want to make something weird. And I just want to tell you that this was before the shipwreck or the shipwreck build or whatever, the previous video that I posted, I think. But yeah, so just for that, like, just to think about that, this was like the entry mode into, I want to do something different. I don't want to just be normal. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with building Suburbans and things like that. As you've seen, like the first video that I posted now for my comeback is literally a Suburban, because it's so much fun. It is a certain, you know, style, and there's a certain character to the houses, and I don't know, I really enjoyed this. But this build, honestly, it made me cry, I think twice, because such a stupid reason. But when you do the around the wall trimmings and things like that, and it doesn't go everywhere, it makes me so upset, because I'm just like, you know what, I tried everything and it doesn't want to work. And then the worst thing in Sims history can happen, it happened to me, is when the roof, when you go inside and you use tab on live, and you see the roof is not built, and you see a blue light coming through your perfectly red vintage movie theater, and I was about to cry. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to watch a video. For once, I'm just going to figure out how to exactly do it. I'm going to figure out how to build a roof, how to fix this, because this cannot go on like this. So I went to a video, I watched it. Basically, you remove the roof and you click on the lower level. So basically on the you choose the building and you choose the room, and then there's this yellow line popping up. Anyways, I'll do this one day when I do tips and tricks on these things, when someone actually cares about it. So but basically, and it didn't work. So I tried to do my screenshot in a way that I don't really include them, obviously, but that's just something that happens in Sims. I mean, you can't have a perfect Sims, but honestly, I guess there is a way to fix it, but unfortunately all the ways that I tried to do it didn't work on the day. That's Sims. But anyways, also I've practiced a lot more. Like, my roofing definitely improved after this build. It's not my best roofing attempt, but it's not bad either. So yeah, so basically with this build, what I wanted to do is, I don't know if you've ever been to a movie theater, which is like big, it's massive, it's like a cathedral, it's just amazing. So then when you enter and you see the build, you know, when you enter through the Sims build, yeah, you'll see like stairs leading up to the second floor, and you'll be able to see parts of the second floor. So I wanted to create that loft vibe, but not a loft, I don't know what you call it in English, I'm so sorry. But anyways, so basically for this, I wanted to create a few movie theaters, but definitely each one must be unique. So yeah, also another big thing is, I didn't have like movie night stuff back when I did this build, which now looking back was actually really a weird decision. But luckily it was a vintage and not like a, you know, an outside movie nights or something like that. But the popcorn maker would have really added to the character. But in the end, you know, I'm actually really wanting like a, I don't know, like a vintage popcorn, you know, those big red boxes. Oh, I haven't been to the movies in so long. Honestly, cannot wait. Our movies are quite expensive, I know. In once when I went to London with my family, the movies there are so expensive. I don't know if that's normal, but yeah, I mean, that was really, really bad. It was super, super expensive, so I guess that's cool. But then yeah, so in the build, as you've seen, the roof sticks through the, I don't know why, but obviously it's because you add the trimming to the roof. So I had like quite a few problems with this build. So what I did was the thing that a normal person will do. I spent half an hour trying to cover the wall with stones. I don't know why, but I did it. And actually, it turned out really cute. So I'm very happy with the decision to do it, but very interesting. So yeah. And as you guys now know, I am doing this to record memories. So I thought I'll talk a bit about my favorite movies of all time, as that is pretty fitting to this, but I think I'll do that at the end. So then if you don't want to listen to it anymore, you can literally just stop. So I'm rather going to talk about the build and things that you should keep in mind when you are doing this. So as you guys see, I am building the walls because it had to stick to a wall. It just took time, but anyways, hated it anyways, so I just added a roof trim, like that boxy like thing, I don't even know what you call it. So it's very antique and it looks beautiful. Anyways, the movie theaters, the different rooms, I try to make a gallery. So obviously your Sims will not be able to get to the seats. Like, I don't usually build for gameplay just because I don't do gameplay that often, but I am going to start doing a lot more of that because I want to start adding to the gallery and actually, you know, maybe just show some things on there. I don't know if you'd like that, please let me know. But yeah, I still have to figure out the gallery. I haven't ever posted anything on the gallery, so my first post on the gallery will be a good one, I promise. So I tried to do a gallery downstairs. I think it's downstairs, yeah. And obviously the red and white entrance and the stone and everything, so I really went all out. I tried to make it look antique, I tried to make it look fancy. I mean, I tried everything. I'm not sure if it worked, but I mean, you will be the judge of that. So if you like this, please like it. Subscribe if you'd like to. And then also leave a comment down below whether this was one of your more favorite builds, whether you like seeing public lots, because very interestingly, my public lots do better than my houses, which is really cool. So I mean, if people like to see this a bit more, or if you want to maybe have this in the gallery to place and change if you want to for your own builds or your own town, because I know people make save files and stuff like that, which is something that I'm really interested. So I might actually be doing that, and since I've discovered debug and all those things, I will most definitely be doing it. So very excited. Then obviously I use the screen from Get Famous for all the movie theaters, and it's big enough and I can size it up if I want to, whatever. So obviously the doors that I use to enter into the movie theaters are very extremely fancy. You can choose how you feel about it, but anyways, I also added the posters. So I don't think it's a modern touch on antique. You know, when you enter into a movie theater, there's always the posters next to the door that you're going, like, this is the movie you're going to watch, like, yeah, you have to enter here. So yeah, I'm so sorry about that, but anyways, so yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. And I also try to add, I try to add some popcorn areas where you can get some popcorn, and some bar areas. The sitting like areas for the different theaters are all unique and like different. I added some couches, I added some beds, like you can lie down on the beds. I try to work with move objects a bit more in this build, so let me know what you think about it. And then also I think I try to make the movie theaters quite dark, so a little less windows than a normal build, obviously, but that is obviously to your discretion. You can change it if you want to. You can also change this into a house. It's actually a really cool house because you can change it into like a mansion, and then also just make it like castle-y, so you can add some features on top of the walls and on top of the roofs. And if I can give you a tip, I would probably start with fix the roof. Unfortunately, my game does not allow me to fix it at all, and I've tried like a million times. So yeah, whatever you want to do. I think this build was really fun to do. It got quite repetitive, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't think I don't know, I think it was quite like a cool idea, but I think I would have made it a bit smaller, just because antique movie theaters, although they are rather large, they don't always use all the theaters. So I would probably make it a bit smaller and more intensely like detailed and things like that. But again, your choice, your opinion, you can change it. So also just for decoration, I try to add some black like mirrors on the wall and stuff, like different shades of mirror and stuff like that, just because I think that is something that is most definitely, like in these vintage places, they always have a lot of mirrors on the wall. I remember when I was younger, I think it is when I was younger, my one friend, their house, they always had to have all these different sized mirrors in their bathroom, and it always freaked me out so much. But I mean, that is something that is classic, and if that is not style, I don't know what is. So you can go for it if you want to. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. So I'm gonna be done talking about the build. So if you have any good movie suggestions that you think I should watch now that lockdown is still going on but I'm on holiday, please let me know down below, because honestly that is definitely what makes me excited. And yeah, so let me know. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you think this is a good build, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys again very soon. Bye guys.